the Gore Club Podcast. All right, Gore Clubbers, you know what time it is. It's the season of the witch. It's time to light the bonfires, drink the cider, eat the candy, and tune in every night for a short episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween and the Gore Club Podcast. That's awful. What if you pulled the string and it just farted?
Let's be friends.
Is that Robert Englund's voice?
I doubt it. Welcome back to the 31 Nights of Halloween with Katie.
Welcome to Elm Street.
It's not Elm Street, Freddy. It's the 31 Nights of Halloween. He just said it.
It's Gore Club Street.
It's Gore Club.
What's your next pick, Katie? Creepy Katie.
My next...
Crappy, creepy Katie.
You call me crappy?
No. Freddie did. He's a piece of... Beep.
Why are you censoring yourself now? We have said so many inappropriate things on this podcast.
Never.
All of a sudden, you throw a little beep in.
This is for children just like me.
Can I get to my pick?
Carry on, my good woman.
My second pick for the 31 Nights of Halloween is One Dark Night.
Oh, awesome. I love that movie.
It's so good. It's so weird. And not a lot of people have heard about it. But if you haven't, check out One Dark Night. It's incredible and weird. And they have real skeletons.
Tom McLaughlin, who directed it.
Tom McLaughlin did it, which I'm a big Tom McLaughlin fan anyway.
He directed Friday the 13th Part 6.
Hey, that's a fun one.
It's another fun one.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have, if you know me at all, I have a love for like sorority horror. Like House on Sorority Row is one of my favorite horror films of all time. The Initiation, like there's so many, Black Christmas. There's so many good sorority. Why are we doing this every time? You're my little Sisyphus. Okay, just keep rolling that rock up there. Anyway.
Wait a second.
What are you...
I've got to get this.
What are we waiting for?
This.
The people are bored.
Action.
Oh my god.
Oh! All right, go ahead.
So, this technically is not a sorority in the film, but it's called a club, and they call themselves the Sisters. So, tell me how that's not a sorority. But anyway, it's like the cool girl club of this school.
Yeah, Meg Tilly's in this movie.
Yeah, and she desperately wants to join the Sisters.
The Sisters.
The sisterhood.
That doesn't sound like a witch thing.
Right? And...
The older Tilly, right? Or is she the younger Tilly? No, she's the older Tilly because everyone knows Jennifer.
Yeah. Everyone loves,
boobs.
I mean, most people love boobs. We all benefited from them at some point in our childhood, maybe. Fed is best. Whatever. We're getting off topic.
NC-17, man.
Oh, my God. So, in One Dark Night, the plot, because it does have a plot, Julie, the wannabe member of the Sisters, has to spend the night in a mausoleum. And it just so happens that the night that she has to spend there is when weird, pseudo-sexual cult leader Karl has just been entombed. And you see him kind of at the beginning, just like his apartment with naked women's bodies kind of strewn about. And so you don't, yeah, it's very confusing.
Anyways.
And trying to tie the two stories together, like eventually they do come together. But for the first good chunk of this movie, you're like, what the fuck are they going for? Like these two.
Survival.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but stick with it.
Yeah, he based this idea on whenever he visited the French catacombs.
Oh.
Is where he got the idea for this movie. And I'm like, I kind of see that. Okay, Tom.
I mean, it was filmed at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and there are different mausoleums that they have there. And I wouldn't necessarily call them all that creepy. Like, I think they're actually pretty beautiful. But I also think the catacombs are beautiful, so I'm a weirdo. Who's to say? So yeah, this whole movie is kind of vaguely sexual, even between the sisters. But, like, that's kind of, I don't know, it makes it somewhat interesting.
Well, yeah, we love sex and violence. This is who we are.
Put those two together.
You have to thank the Mormons for this film. He got funding from the Mormons, and they said he had to start filming in a few weeks. True story.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Thanks, Mormons.
Thanks, Mormons. You gave us Dirty Soda and One Dark Night.
Morbid Mormons. That should be a movie.
Anyway, check this out. It's got a lot of good practical effects. Like I said, it's got real skeletons that they got from India, hopefully ethically.
All skeletons come from India.
Is that true?
And it's what Return of the Living Dead told me.
Oh God. And we did learn all of our medical knowledge from Return of the Living Dead. That explains a lot about you, Steve.
Tune in next. I would keep wanting to say next week. Tune in tomorrow night for another 31 nights of Halloween. Please. Thank you guys. Bye.